with Steve from Nikon. Tell me about what I have in my hands here, this beautiful D4S.
This is the latest, our brand new pro product, the D4S camera. Obviously, this is an amazing still camera, but I am lately calling this sort of the quintessential multimedia photographer's camera, because not only is it very, very capable in terms of stills, we've improved the ISO rating all the way up to a high end of 409,000.
Pitch black.
I mean, we can shoot in extremely dark circumstances. It'll shoot at 11 frames per second with full autofocus, or up to 12 frames per second with locked autofocus.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a very capable pro camera, but at the same time, it has a lot of video features that, of course, have been improved over just the D4.
Yep.
For instance, we've now got 1080 60p.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
Not many people are doing that.
Who doesn't love heroic slow motion? So there you go,
thing.
60p. We also have the same ISO range for video shooting that we do for still shooting. Some cameras are restricted and the ISO range, not so here. We've also included a manual automatic ISO adjustment. Now that sounds contradictory, but if you think about video shooters, you want to lock your shutter speed and you want to lock your aperture down.
Yep.
What's the other variable that you can use is ISO. So once you do that, you set your shutter speed, you set your aperture, and now as your light changes, the auto ISO will adjust the ISO accordingly to give you the proper exposure.
Pretty smooth?
Very smooth. In fact, we've incorporated exposure smoothing in this camera over the previous, even though it didn't have that feature, in order to make sure that those jumps were very, very smooth.
So that seems like a really video-driven feature. What else you guys?
It's definitely a video-driven feature. So is the simultaneous HDMI out with recording to the cards at the same time. So now you go out to a Atomos Ninja or other external device and have an H.264 version backup copy in the camera.
10-bit out?
This is 8-bit 422 out.
So 8-bit 422 out of an SLR.
Right, and now we can record simultaneously to the memory card, so you've got a backup copy. We didn't have that before.
Yeah.
The other thing is we've also got, and I know a lot of people love doing time lapse.
Yep.
And all of our cameras have been well known to having interval timers built into them for many, many years.
Beautiful.
This is no exception. This will be the second iteration of our in-camera time-lapse movie mode also.
So we have the 600 as well?
Well, yep. We got it in the 610. We've got it in the 800. Actually, we've got it in a lot of our cameras. But you can actually use the interval timer to shoot individual still frames, which means that you can put them together in post at their original resolution, which of course is, huge. Or you can use the time-lapse movie mode, which will actually take all of those images and create a finished H.264 file right on your memory card.
And we've done that in a jam.
There
we need to deliver something, and it works out great. Yeah, it's beautiful. So what's next? I mean, this is so far ahead of anything still video that we've been using, that we've seen out there. I mean, how are you guys going to keep pushing the envelope? This is a perfect example.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. Trust me when I say we're always looking at what's going on in the market. We may not be the first always, even though we were the first with HD.
Nikon D90?
Yeah,
720?
for only a couple of weeks.
That's
but,
okay.
We'll take it.
Still works. I'll use it for time lapse.
But we're always looking, always studying, and seeing what people are after, and we will make products that hopefully will fulfill those needs in the future. But
it's awesome.
This camera I think is become the pinnacle now so far. It can do so many things for so many types of photographers and videographers that I think it deserves a look.
Yeah, with those frame rates and that resolution, I mean, it's absolutely awesome. Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head out with this, and we'll call it a day.